Brazil to Jamaica. Roy and Rosa. Look at the puppy. Hey, puppy.
You know, long me a check out. You know, the dance, you know. It's a rock here, then the rock here,
Alright.
I know long me a call you. I look for me.
Don't let me in. Puppy. Just rub it. Yeah, those are not marijuana.
No, this is not.
So you rub these, smell it.
Yeah.
Whew, I smell the good stuff, you know. You don't want it. Alright, my friends, so I'll see you guys in a little while. Enjoy the ride. You gonna ring the bell?
Ring the bell.
They say pull the rope to ring the bell.
Where do you ring the bell?
Right here.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for the bell here. This is like a botanic garden.
Yes, it
Isn't
is.
it?
It is.
It is a botanic garden.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
They would get their source of water from a lake or a pond. It would have been sucked in down the bottom and pumped out at the top. This is a water cannon. Even the hoses and buckets you see around are made from leather. Just before the slaves got their freedom, they started a space of burning, so naturally these would be their form of insurance against fire. On entering, I must ask you not to over 300 years. Even in the basement, their gun slots still intact. The rest of the house was built on it. It was started in 1780 and completed by 1800. 78, yes. Over there is a bust of John Bright. On my left, one of Gladstone. He was 4 times Prime Minister of England, and they are British parliamentarians from the last century. Here was the British Parliament? Oh no. So I'll play it for you in a couple minutes, alright?
Okay.
Come on.
$16.80, yes.
No, that's a secret.
Yeah.
And another one, the booty.
What do you think they would hide in this?
Like money, cigar, or something. Bullet.
Well, I was told they hid love letters in it.
Love letters.
I'm not sure if that's true. But
What kind of love letters were those?
remember, in those days I did arranged marriage, you know.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
This is a solid mahogany roll-top desk. It came from the Cambridge Greathouse. That's another of the great houses. It's quite an interesting
So here's a
piece.
barber
It
chair.
is a desk resting on an ordinary table. It is over 200 years and it has quite a few secret compartments to it. Apartment, and it now houses our modern library. And the largest the metal container you see outside is a we now store rainwater in it for the garden.
That one is
The
from
heart.
Paraguay.
Heart? I'm going to tell you about it.
It's from Paraguay.
This piano once belonged to King Edward VII. It was a present to his fiancée Alexandra, who later became his wife. She was Danish in origin. In fact, we've had a Danish deputation here wanting to purchase it, but it's not for sale. It is beautifully inlaid, hundreds and hundreds of separate pieces of wood glued together to give this effect. Of Elizabeth Barrett Browning that was presented to us by Edward Moulton Barrett. On the table in the early 1860s. The heart.
And here is the document.
Out of character between the painting and the picture. They have something similar, but it's out of character.
Ok, diz que tem alguma coisa parecida.
Duppy means ghost. This painting merely highlights the legend of the ghost of Greenwood. Here she is, the lady in
Oh, I didn't
grey.
see it, you know?
Yeah. It was painted by Sir William Laurier and it hung in the Academy in London before it was brought here.
That's the lady here.
Yes, that's a ghost.
That you can, the ghost.
Duppy.
É uma
We call it
fantasma.
Duppy.
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 Yes. Pieces of the are the two oldest pieces of the house. This is an English court justice chair. Here you can see the court justice emblem, and above is a beautifully carved face with a gentle smile. This is a 17th century Spanish brazier. They used to keep a small fire in the copper bowl to ward off mosquitoes or to keep hands and feet warm if necessary. And here we have Edward Alfred Moulton Barrett, Elizabeth Barrett Browning's nephew. He was a brigadier general. It's the repair, but it's worth effort as the sound is not perfect.
It's a clock.
No, it's a polyphone. It's like a music box.
Just for music.
Yes.
The film is so nice,
It is.
Here we have a large collection of discs.
Oh,
Imagine the ladies in their costumes doing their minuets.
oh my god.
So here we have some more over
A
here.
lot of
Collection.
Here, so are the glasses behind. They have not been used for so long they have started to crystallize. And above is an engraving of a scene from Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, another Shakespearean tragedy.
Hamlet.
Yes.
Yeah. Muito Victoria.
What?
The kind of furniture,
Oh.
the roof,
Oh, okay.
it's made of wood also. Very similar.
Yeah.
Same kind of.
É casal que
mats.
dá um separado, um ali, outro aqui.
No.
Over there is a part of a collection of the Barrett's original china. The Barretts were wealthy enough to have their china made done to order for them by Wedgwood. And it is safe to assume that we have the remains of the priceless collection here at Greenwood. That's one of the Barrett's original wardrobes. There are two of them in the house. They are over 200 years. So are the bed.
200 anos.
Put a penny in the slot and you've got a choice of 10 tunes on the side by turning this small handle to whichever number you desire. It is now activated by hand as obviously those pennies are not available anymore. However, see if you can recognize the tune. It is quite a familiar old English number.
Alright.
É
Half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. And that's your penny's worth.
Round of applause. She did well. Hello, big singer.
Thank you. Those are 19th century boxes. The couple of chaps at the side, Keenan and Sayers. This is a fight over here between them. It went on for over 2.5 hours. It eventually had to be stopped by the police.
Okay. So not so portable iron, you know?
Look at this wood.
This is an original industrial punch clock. You would have been given a number by your employer, and on going to work, you would look for your number on the large wheel. When you found it, you clock in. It prints out on a roll inside to let your employer know what time you started work. A time clock.
É relógio para os empregados saberem a hora que entram e que saem. Original? Nunca tinha visto isso.
after slavery.
Né? Depois da escravidão, essa é a
It is a wind organ, and this is what it sounds like. Check it.
Sounds good already.
Quite spooky, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm. You know, you're watching a scary movie and you're, ooh, something's about to happen, you know, like, oh man.
No, so please watch your step.
É igual que meu pai teve quando soube na casa dele.
We call this room the pink room for obvious reasons. The beds are the Barrett's original beds. That one is known as a half tester. On either side is the Italian occasional table. The rug is Persian. It's a comb rug. It's 100% silk.
The peça.
Yes. Shea lounge is Victorian, so is the chest of drawers. That one in the middle with the lion's head is known as a bonnet drawer for storing hats. On the commode is a beautiful chamber pot. It's Royal Crown Derby. The three miniatures above the bed are collector's pieces. They date 1832. Paris fashion models. Thank heavens, costumes have changed somewhat since. That door leads to a bathroom. They're still in use because the house is still occupied. They are made from mahogany.
Olha só, a varanda.
So is the rather ornate wall mirror. That's a beautiful Flemish serving cupboard. Table and chairs are Regency. So are the two striped couches. And here we have some more original china over here. You can see the Barrett's crest. And on the table are some
Esse é o canto. Smoking room.
Yeah, smoking room looks chill. Yeah. This is where all the magic happens. They're smoking some good Jamaican.
This leads us into the vestibule.
Wow.
Shea lounge is Victorian, that's a mid-19th century person. We have a set of stairs heading to the attic. That's where the house slaves used to stay.
So beautiful.
We call this room the gold room.
Gold
The
room.
miniature chest of drawer is over 260 years. The top is not original, but the rest of it is. And above it is Chinese watercolor done on rice paper. The oak clothes press is over 300 years.
300 anos.
And there's a lovely view coming from each of these windows. They are rather unusual as they hung on chains.
These are Egyptian
Sorry?
style.
I would think
These
it's
doors?
British. No. And there are three panels. Yes. Alright, so this is not of the tour, but quick question. What do you think those carriages are for?
Morre,
The
bota.
middle one. What's the middle one
The
for?
middle one, it's
You carry goods in it?
Yes.
to carry goods.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is for
That's the key. They're gonna
having
sport.
fun.
You know, say, hey, we're gonna go to the beach. Let's go.
It's for having fun.
Running errands and stuff. It's like a chair.
Yes, it's
It
the
can
same.
be hidden. It
Você
has a
correndo
lid.
e senta, Roy.
Senta ali, faz e dorme
This is very handy
Yes.
to have it in your room.
Yes.
It's handy to have it
And
in
no
your
one
room.
would know because it has a lid.
Exactly.
All right.
Eu vou pegar isso aqui.
Yes.
Don't touch.
Right.
No
Take out your
touching.
hand from the leg.
Yes.
That's
No hanky panky business.
No anki.
yes.
The rug is a Kazakh rug, and this is quite an interesting piece. It is a double-ended shalo.
Very
Yes.
nice. These people
Passa-
were living
Passa
very
ali, passa aqui.
so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't it? Today you don't have a comfortable place to
Like
sit
that,
like that
right.
anymore. Very happy here. Toma, bate uma foto daí. Vou ter uma foto minha.
Ship as ballast filled with soda water. They would have kept it on the side so to keep the cork moist, hence the round bottle. And this is an onion bottle. Sorry, it's over 300 years. It came from Port Royal. And I was told they used to store expensive wine in it. Sorry. We found this in a box in the basement.
Oh,
It's a chatelaine. The mistress of the house would have hung it on her belt and worn it at her waist.
really?
On this she would have kept her scissors. On this she would have written notes. It's made from ivory.
Oh,
And this would have been her pencil. This is a thimble. And pins and needles would have been
for
kept
the
around
needles.
this.
Look at
It's
this.
quite a charming piece. It's a
Just-
chatelaine.
But photo. I never saw this piece like this. First time I see it.
Yes.
So they found it in the house,
In a box in,
in
the
the
basement.
box in the bed. Because
So this is one of the first adapters made out of
Imagina
wood.
se fossem hoje feitos de madeira. Very interesting. I love that kind of things with the scissor, with the needle.
Yeah, the chatelaine.
Still stronger than an
Yes.
apple.
Handy.
Like
Remember
Samsung
this
It's
very
very
charger.
handy because you use it here. It's something. Essas garrafas eles
These are
acharam
old
uma
lamps
propriedade
used
para
to guide ships into the bay. This was for the hungry people. They eat a lot of food just kidding. Alright, let's go.
Olha esse aqui.
Here we have quite a comfortable chair. It's
Wow.
not only rocks, it goes backward and forward.
The engineering,
It is
man.
American in origin. It's a Morris chair and it is known as the platform rocker. The object of this is that the base. Yes.
Water
And
filter.
these are Spanish jars. They were left here in the 1660s and they were used for general storage purposes. Above are a couple of rather large oars. They were used on board lighters to take sugar to the sailing ships. And here we have some more. On the wall are a couple of interesting posters. We have the Negro Poopers and a runaway slave named Marigold.
Eu não consigo bater mais fotos, eu tenho que limpar meu. I cannot take pictures anymore, it's full.
It's full.
Near the side street it came
Wow.
Os encanamentos velhos ali embaixo.
Huge.
from. This walkway leads to the original kitchen.
Yes.
It is known as the Whistler's Walk. The reason for this is that the food was prepared in
Filetes.
Alfinete.
The documents on the wall are the barracks indentures. They are to do with various land transactions they made. They are titles and deeds. There is even a
This is
list
the
of
original
slaves
kitchen is now
over here
converted
also
into a
slaves
bar.
in trouble. I dare say that was a reflection on his personality. Yes, there's a list of slave names over here. Yes, and one of the slave was called Trouble. Yes.
Não é para todo mundo aprender
Eu
aqui.
tenho um negócio desse.
Oh,
Yes, a whip.
this is the whip. Still look dangerous. Whew.
And below, there's a mantra. It
Wow.
was used for capturing the runaway slaves.
Mm.
Ah, olha só,
That look
Roy.
like it took off the
Isso
entire
aqui
leg.
é para pegar os escravos que fugiam.
Messy stuff,
Era
messy.
fuga de escravos, eles pegavam com isso
Messy.
aqui, botavam,
You ever seen something about slave names?
botavam o
Where?
pé deles, sabe o que eles faziam?
Another slave was
Qualquer
called Trouble.
atrocidade.
Okay. Bob Trouble.
Isso aqui também é o nome de todos os escravos que
Trouble.
trabalharam aqui.
And these are some more interesting artifacts that were found around the property.
Roy.
A bayonet, blunderbuss, Cooper's axe, machetes, couple of adzes, firing mechanism for the brown bess musket, branding iron, and most interesting, an ankle shackle. On turkey trot and black bottom were popular. Well, thank you very
Right.
much. This
You want
is
some
where
beer?
the tour of
Thank
the
you very
house
much.
ends.
You want some beer?
Ja.
Okay.
On the table, there's a visitor's book. Feel free to sign and make any comments.
Thanks.